Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of Thursday, the 6th of April, 2017. Happy Satguruvar Day to everyone. Essence: Sweet children, you belong to the deity clan. You now have to change from worshippers to being worthy of worship. The Father has come to give you all the fruit of your devotion. Question: what is the easy way to break your intellect yoga away from your body and bodily relations? Answer: mine is one Shiv Baba and none other. Make this lesson firm. Baba says, children, bodies and bodily relations all cause sorrow. If you make me your child, I will do so much service for you that you will remain ever happy for 21 births. If you make me your heir, I will give you an inheritance. If you make me your bridegroom, I will decorate you and make you into an empress of heaven. And if you make me your brother or friend, I will play with you. Have every relationship with me, and your intellect will then be removed from all bodily relations. Song: how sweet, how loving God Shiva, the innocent Lord, is. How sweet, how loving God Shiva, the innocent Lord, is. In Hindi, it is, कितना मीठा कितना प्यारा शिव भोला भगवान. कितना मीठा कितना प्यारा शिव भोला भगवान. Om Shanti. Whose praise did you children hear? That of their unlimited Father. Only He is called Shiv Baba. Brahma is also called Baba because He is Prajapita Brahma, that is the father of people, and father means Baba. You Brahma Kumars and Kumaris of Prajapita Brahma are now sitting here. You really are the adopted children of Brahma. You have taken the lap of Shiv Baba through Brahma. Even though Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar have their own bodies, Shiv Baba doesn't have a body of his own. The incorporeal Supreme Soul has neither a physical nor a subtle body. He is called the Supreme Father. Prajapita cannot be called the Supreme Soul. The Supreme Soul means the one who lives beyond. You souls are also residents of that place. That Father is very sweet, and this is why he is given the praise, you are the mother and father. A teacher should also be like you, a brother should also be like you, and a father should also be like you. A worldly father gives an inheritance to his children. Although today's children receive an inheritance, they do not serve their parents well. The parents find a wife for him. However, when there are a few conflicts, they move away from their parents. If you make Shiv Baba your child now, he will do so much service for you for 21 births that you will remain very happy. Acha, if instead of making me your child, you make me your father, I will also give you happiness in heaven forever. If you make me your bridegroom, I will decorate you and make you into an empress of heaven. Break your intellect away from all relationships of the body, including that of your own body, because they all cause sorrow. I give you nothing but happiness. See, Baba even plays with you, and so you consider yourself to be playing with your brother. As the brother too, Baba gives you happiness. Since he makes you into a master of heaven, you should break off all relationships with everyone else and have all your relationships with him. Have the consciousness, mine is one Shiv Baba and none other. Cycle after cycle, I personally come in front of you children, and I liberate you from all your sorrows and make you ever happy. Therefore, you should fix your intellects in yoga with such a father who comes and becomes the Brahmin priest himself and arranges the betrothal of souls. This one is a first-class Brahmin. You are given such good names. According to the drama, you had to be given names. You left one family and came into the lap of God, and so you were given such entertaining names. You also remember, O purifier, come and make us pure. They have so much love for Sri Krishna. They say, I want a husband like Sri Krishna or a child like Sri Krishna. Even though they understand that Krishna is the master of heaven, they still portray him in the copper age. This is a mistake. And so the Father comes to rectify all mistakes and to free you from them. No one makes such mistakes in the golden age. It is only Maya that causes you to make mistakes, and Maya doesn't exist there. You can show the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan to everyone and explain that they were the Empress and Emperor of heaven. Who made them that? Before knowledge, if someone had a lot of wealth and was asked, who gave you all that wealth? He would reply, God. The Father is the bestower. Baba is giving us unlimited self-sovereignty and making us worthy of being worshipped in temples. At first, you rule in the unlimited Shiva temple, and then, on the path of devotion, you build temples to Shiva with non-living images. At that time, the deities go onto the path of sin. Impure human beings can never be called deities. You now know, we belonged to the deity clan, those who were worthy of worship but are now worshippers. Now, once again from being worshippers, we are becoming worthy of worship. For half a cycle, we remain worthy of worship, and then for half a cycle, we are worshippers. I am always worthy of worship. On the path of devotion, you remember me, and so I give you the fruit of that. I tell you to remember me constantly, and that you will receive a lot of fruit in return. Do you enjoy living in this old world? I have come to give you the happiness of old relationships. Everyone else causes you sorrow. I am now giving you the inheritance of happiness. Shiv Baba is so sweet and loving. This is why people remember him as the innocent lord of the treasure store and say, fill our aprons. You know that you are not worthy of being the masters of heaven at the moment, and so Baba is now making unworthy ones worthy. He teaches you Raj Yoga and makes you into empresses for 21 births. He advises you how to attain a high status and how to glorify his name. The extent to which each of you children studies is also number-wise. Good children are very obedient to their mother and father. You have now found the unlimited Father, and so how obedient would you be to him? After all, the Father's name is the benefactor. He changes hell into heaven. You are making preparations for heaven to the same extent that you follow Srimad. Attachment to everyone has to be broken. Some ask, Baba, how do we break all attachments? Baba says, make me your trustee and then continue to take advice about what has to be done in any situation. Baba says renunciation belongs to the sannyasis. You do not have to renounce your homes and families. It is the old world that has to be renounced. They renounce their homes and families and create much loss, but because they remain pure, they help a little at least. It is not that they become gurus and give liberation or salvation to anyone. It is only men that become celibate, but Baba is saving both men and women from being stripped. Baba advises you, if you become pure, you will become the masters of the pure world. In heaven, everyone is very happy. If you make good effort and make that one your child, he will give you your inheritance. According to how much inheritance you give, I will give you a similar inheritance in return. I will give, but in heaven, not here. Whatever you give me, I use it for you children. I do not become the master of the world, you do. All of these buildings, etc. are for you. This exhibition is also for the service of you children. Once again, I am making you into the masters of heaven. You can take as much as you want from me. Whether you make me your heir or not, be happy with your own children. Be pure and remember the one Father, and then your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. None of the false mantras will be of any use. I give you the mantra that is beneficial. Remember the Father and the kingdom. When a child is born, he definitely receives an inheritance. You know that you belonged to Shiv Baba. You used to rule in heaven, and then you lost it. Now, the Father says, remember me. Belong to me. There is so much benefit in belonging to me. Break off all your relationships with gurus, holy men, etc. I speak to souls through these organs. Baba has incarnated in this one, just as when they feed a Brahmin priest, they think that the soul of the husband has come into that one. It is not possible for the body to come. Baba does not have a body of his own, and so he is called bodiless. You also have to become bodiless. Renounce the arrogance of the body. For the whole cycle you have been aware of your body. In the golden age you were soul conscious, and then when you became body conscious, you forgot all the knowledge of souls. At first you had great happiness when you left a body and took your next one. What does it matter to you if a soul takes another body? The soul has received his eternal part. In the golden age, there is no mention of crying. Because you have been carrying a burden of sorrow for 63 births, you have now become completely tamopradhan. Now consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father. Anywhere else you go, they say that such and such a sannyasi is speaking knowledge from the scriptures. Here, the incorporeal Supreme Soul does not read any scriptures. He is the one who gives the essence of all the Vedas and scriptures. You have become impure by reading the scriptures. You have been calling out, O bestower of salvation, liberator, redeemer of sin, come. Acha, the Father has come. He says, follow my directions and you will receive a high status. These are most elevated instructions. Baba is Shri Shri, that is, doubly elevated. He comes and makes corrupt ones elevated. You know that each one has received his own part. The cycle continues to turn. Souls are not going to be destroyed, and their parts will not be destroyed. This is a predestined play from which no one can be liberated. The Father says, even I enter an impure body and serve you. I give you the happiness of heaven. Then you make many temples of diamonds and jewels, and you put me inside them. I have now come at this time to make you into the masters of the world, and yet no one even knows me. They divorce me. You have to give the Father's introduction to everyone and explain how he establishes heaven. This is so easy. Maya will come, but your task is to chase Maya away so that you do not remember anyone except Shiv Baba. For an hour, even for half an hour, practice remembrance, and then, at the end, your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. If your intellect is trapped anywhere, you will experience a lot of punishment. They sacrifice themselves at Kashi. That is called suicide. It is the soul that commits suicide, but the soul does not die because it is eternal. Imbibe all of this and stay in remembrance of the Father. All attachments have to be broken. This is an old body, and so you have to remain detached observers. You now have to return home. But the soul does not die because it is eternal. Imbibe all of this and stay in remembrance of the Father. All attachments have to be broken. This is an old body, and so you have to remain detached observers. You now have to return home. There is no pleasure here. Everyone is going to die in earthquakes. You have to make your stage good before you die. You are Shiv Shaktis. Both males and females are making effort to take power from Shiv Baba. A lot of regard is given to the mothers. All of you are Kanyas. Brahma Kumaris are Adha Kumaris, that is half Kumaris, as well as Kumaris. They remain viceless. Bhishma Pitamayi is also remembered in this way. Bhishma Pitamayi was someone who remained celibate from birth. There are many who remain celibate from childhood. Baba is now performing the task that he performed 5,000 years ago. These temples are to be demolished. They will be rebuilt later on the path of devotion. All of these things have to be imbibed. Talk to yourself. This is known as churning the ocean. God speaks, I change you from an ordinary human being into Narayan. No human being can give this knowledge. This one's soul is also listening. You repeatedly forget this. The examples of the tortoise and the buzzing moth apply to you. The Father's introduction has to be given to everyone. There is no purpose in worshipping Shiva without knowing his occupation. We also used to worship him, but we now know that Shiv Baba is changing us from humans into deities. The Father says, why do you beat your heads chasing after shells? All of that is to be burned. Your grandsons and granddaughters, etc., won't remain. All are going to die. You are the children of the benefactor Father, those who benefit everyone. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. The essence for dharana, point number 1, make your father your trustee and break off all attachments to everyone. You definitely have to be obedient to the unlimited Father. Point number 2, to save yourself from the harsh punishment of Dharamraj, now make your stage such that you don't remember anyone except the Father in the final moments. Your intellect should not become trapped anywhere. Blessing of Vardhan is, May you be an intense effort maker who experiences one or another newness in all 4 subjects every day. Again, may you be an intense effort maker who experiences one or another newness in all 4 subjects every day. Newness in knowledge means to be sensible as you move along, that is, to continue to finish whatever weaknesses you have in yourself. Newness in experimenting with yoga means to increase its percentage. In this way, let there be newness in all 4 subjects for self-progress. Newness in the method, newness in the experimentation, and newness in service. To experience newness in enabling others to become cooperative and increasing your percentage means to become an intense effort maker. It is through this that you will experience closeness. Slogan: The authority of purity is the greatest personality. Again, the authority of purity is the greatest personality. Om Shanti.